Going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and we're gonna get started on the 5th episode of the chapter number 73 of the Exploring the Arsenal series, featuring me, Agent Psycho, aka Toast98. This time we're gonna take a look at the this NX standard variant of the L85A1 family, the L85A1 mod. And right off the bat, the L85A1 is one of the better assault rifles in the Combat Arms arsenal, and let's see why that is right now. So, first of all, again, I know I keep saying first of all, but I'd like to point out the fact that the L85A1 mod is very, very similar to the G36E. This is just my personal preference, or not really preference, but this is just my personal opinion, but I play very similarly with the L85A1 mod as I do with the G36E, so just throwing it out there. So, the first thing you'll notice about the L85A1 mod is that it finally has a fucking scope. Unlike the other variants that we've seen so far, the L85A1 mod comes with its own unique scope. It's called the SUSAT sight, and this does correspond to the in real life SUSAT sight that the L85 and the L86 weapons do come configured with. So it does stay true to its real life counterpart, and the L85A1 mod and all other variants after this all retain this very nice SUSAT sight. Actually, it's not really very nice in quotes because some people hate it, some people love it. I'm kind of in the middle. I can work with it, but sometimes it can get in the way. But we'll talk about that later. So let's see the statistics of the L85A1 mod. Damage has been increased from 43 to 44, so that's always going to be any damage increase is always going to be helpful. So you're going to be dealing more damage here. Portability has stayed the same at 55. Rate of fire has stayed the same at 74. Accuracy has stayed the same at 85, and recoil has also stayed the same at 68. So pretty much all you're seeing here is an 1 point increase in damage and the addition of the SUSAT sight, which is in combat arms. The SUSAT sight basically looks like it's got the same sniper scope zoom as the L96A1 and the G36E. However, the scope basically looks like this. You've got a very big kind of black black ring that takes up more of the screen than the G36E scope. However, the actual sight mechanism is a single kind of pointer that points up straight to the middle of the scope. It's not like the G36E scope where there's a crosshair and there's like a circle in the very center. It's basically just a single line that points to the middle. That's it. And this may remind you of the Dragunov scope. I don't know, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. And that's basically the SUSAT sight. And if you guys ever played Black Ops, the SUSAT sight on the L96A1, which you get when you put an ACOG on it, that's basically it. They're basically the same. So that is the scope on the L85A1 mod. And let's talk about the scope a little bit. There are advantages and disadvantages to it. The advantage is that with the SUSAT sight, the way that the SUSAT sight behaves is it's very compatible with the L85A1 mod's recoil, which means that at middle range, the SUSAT sight will absolutely dominate people. At middle range, if you crouch down, aim down sight, and spray at people coming towards you, you will absolutely rape. It is unstoppable, or almost unstoppable. And if you aim somewhere near the upper chest region, you are very, very likely to get a headshot, or a lucky lotto for whatever comes first. Well, I suppose they're the same, but whatever. You're very likely to get a headshot if you aim towards the upper chest region. If you are spraying at them at middle range. And yeah, that is pretty much the biggest pro about the SUSAT sight. It's very much so compatible with middle range combat, unlike the G36E where the recoil is a little bit much. Even though they share the same recoil statistic, the recoil kickback is a little bit too bouncy on the G36E for you to be able to go full auto in middle range. Maybe close range, but at the same time, why would you be scoping in with the G36E at close range anyway? Just might as well spray him down, hipfire. But the L85A1 mods, the SUSAT sight on the LA5A1 mod's downfall is that it's not so good at long range. It's a little bit inaccurate to be quite honest at long range, because it not only is the sight itself not very clear at long range, but also it just doesn't seem to hit people very well at long range. I mean, most of the time it does hit, but there is a very noticeable chance that randomly you'll just miss a shot when you think like, oh, that should hit. So yeah. Also, the way that the sight is constructed is just doesn't make it very friendly for getting headshots off, like, shoulder peekers who are camping behind, like, cover. Like, for example, on oil rig, the snipers who are camping right in front of their spawn, in front of the balconies on the first floor. I hope you guys know what I'm trying to talk about. But if you guys all know the snipers who camp there, the G36E has no problem at all picking off headshots off those guys. The LA5A1 mod, however, kind of does. So it's gonna be kind of difficult to get headshots off the peekers with the LA5A1 mod, just because of the fact that the SUSAT site isn't very friendly for that. So yeah, unfortunately, that's where it kind of gets its limitations. But in any case, the LA5A1 mod is much better than the G36E at middle range combat, because the recoil kickback on the L85A1 mod's SUSAT site is very low per shot. However, I should also mention the fact that the tapfire ability on the L85A1 mod, while it's there, it has a tendency to jam, and it also has a tendency, even bigger tendency to over tapfire. So you're gonna find yourself, basically the L85A1 mod, the scope on it is more suited towards middle range, full-on spray, as opposed to tapfire. You can, because it's a sniper scope, but it's more, I recommend that you more use it for middle range spraying as opposed to tap firing and counter sniping people, basically. So, that is about it. The LA5A1 mod, other than that, it basically is the same as the LA5A1. It still comes with the burst fire function. Pretty much all the stats are the same except for the damage, which has been increased to 44 from 43, and it comes with its own unique SUSAT site. And yeah, that's about it. However, because one of the main reasons why I thought the LA5A1 sucked was because of the fact that it did not, you couldn't have any way of attaching a scope on it. However, the LA5A1 mod, because of the fact that it actually has a freaking scope on it now, it makes it a lot better. So yeah, I highly recommend that you guys actually pick it up and try it out, because the LA5A1 mod, quick trivia, I'm sure some of you guys who have paid attention to my videos before already know this by now, but the LA5A1 mod was my very first permanent gun, and I got it when they were first releasing permanent guns, like in the limited edition style. So if you pay attention to this review, and pay attention to my gun name, you'll see that it says LE5A1 mod LE. And quick note on that, it's no different from the original LE5A1 mod. It's just a special demarcation of it. However, there seems to be a glitch where you can technically have two LE5A1 mods by having an LA5A1 mod LE and then just a normal LA5A1 mod. I don't know what the reasoning behind that is, but I suppose they're two different guns technically. And yeah. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. This will conclude the review on the LA5A1 mod. And yeah, I hope you guys use it sometime, and I'll see you guys later in the next review featuring the NX rare variant of the LA5A1 family.
Round start. Round start. Round start.
Grenade!
Bravo team wins.